You're listening to
Beyond the Gates Tea, the podcast.
Welcome to Beyond the Gates Tea, the podcast powered by the NAACP. I'm your host, Cornelius, and you are in for a treat with this conversation. I recently chatted with Emmy-nominated actress Jasmine Burke, who portrays June on Beyond the Gates. If you follow me on social media, you know I think June is probably the realest and most complex character on BTG. And Jasmine feels the same way, which you'll hear in this interview. So I hope you enjoy it. Congratulations, Emmy-nominated actress.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
I mean, everybody keeps asking me that, and it just feels surreal. It really does. It feels like all of the years and all of the work. It feels rewarding. It really does, and it's not something that I take lightly at all. I really appreciate the recognition because it's been a long time and a lot of work.
Yeah, talk to me about the work that it took you to get to this point.
So 21 years professional actress, and it's been a lot of free work, underpaid work that was supposed to be something and then it never came out. Work that did come out, but then it got canceled. So it's been a journey and a lot of ups and downs. But every single time I get to work, that's always been the prize for me. And seeing people's reaction to the work is the cherry and the sprinkle on top.
Well, I will say, whenever you came on the scene as June, I think everybody said, whoa, like, she's really good. And like, not to say we didn't expect you to be good, but the depth that you brought that character, like really showing someone who has been unhoused, who's been homeless, lived on the street for decades. I have to imagine, like, you really, like, you brought us there and you showed us Emmy-nominated worthy acting. But I don't think any of us were surprised whenever you were nominated for an Emmy.
Thank you for saying that. June has been a gift to me. And the fact that I was entrusted with this level of a character. This is not a character that comes along often or ever in daytime television. What I've been told constantly is that this is a unique character for daytime television. People haven't seen the likes of her that much, or if at all. So I've had the opportunity to really carve out a lane and be unique and just bring myself and all of my years of work and training to this character to really show the depths of the predicament of someone unhoused, addicted to drugs, having to give her children up for adoption, having to forget that part of her life to numb the pain, and then getting this second chance that she never thought she would receive. And having to deal with, am I going to take this second chance? Do I feel I deserve this? Then finally taking the chance and going through what it meant to get back into her children's lives, get clean, and accept help and love. And so it's been a journey with June, but one that I'm very grateful to have taken.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know what you all submitted for the Emmys. So I was just chatting with Timon yesterday, and he ran through like 7 minutes of work. So what did you submit for this Emmy nomination?
Well, I submitted June's journey. So fortunately for me, June has had the most, the deepest arc on Beyond the Gates so far. no character has had her arc where they had to literally start at the bottom in the trenches, climb their way out, and find redemption and learn what that redemption feels like and get used to those new clothes and those new shoes and find her voice. And so I'm fortunate that my character had that type of journey. So I was able to show that entire thread. And so all of that from the first time we saw June, which was my opening scene in the police station. And I chose scenes with June and Regina. Those were some very touching scenes at Orphe Jean's, finding the picture, discovering, oh, I do have children, and letting those memories come back to her and dealing with the throes of that. And then finally, when June came out of all of the darkness and into the light, I was able to show those scenes. And I picked a really special scene between Clifton Davis and I, where he was, June was at a point where she was messing up all the orders. And Clifton came in and he gave her some encouragement. And so I was able to show her dark, transitioning, and then coming to the light and being funny. And so it was a true journey for a character.
And, you talked about how you're grinding and doing stuff outside of Beyond the Gates. Where else can people see you? Because we love you as June, but I follow you on social media. I know you're doing a couple other TV series. You were on Making the Band years ago. I've seen you joke around with Naja and Jaden about that. So where else can people see you currently and from the past?
Yes, well, you mentioned Making the Band, and that was yes, my television children who I love so much, Naja and Jaden. Naja is the one that's always putting these dance videos together. She comes to me with the suggestions, and I say, okay, well, let's do it. So she found the one. She was like, Jasmine. She didn't even know. She was like, you were all Making the Band back. It was so long ago. She didn't even really know what Making the Band was. She was like, what is this show? I was like,
that young. Naja's not that young.
She says that was a little bit before her time. So.
Just a little bit. I know she's
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. She's not that.
A little bit. So she was so shocked because she follows the trends, okay? And she said, there's this dance that's trending. And she showed it to me and I said, oh, I invented that dance. I brought that dance to television. She said, oh my gosh, you did. I said, yes, girl, go check the credits. And so she was like, oh my gosh, we have to do it. We have to do it. So she said, that's so amazing that a dance that you were a part of bringing to television is now trending 2 decades later. So she said, let's do it. So we did it. And the fans went crazy from Making the Band and Beyond the Gates and everything else. So that was really fun to go down memory lane with her and to remind myself that, yeah, maybe I do still got it.
Definitely do.
It was fun. And, of course, Beauty in Black on Netflix, Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black on Netflix. I was filming both shows at the same time, Beyond the Gates and Beauty in Black. So one week I'd be at Beyond the Gates, and then the next week I'd be at Beauty in Black. And so it was fun to juggle between, because the characters are so different. The character Gina that I portray on Beauty in Black is the darkness and the sultry and they're saying she's the villainess on the show, but we'll see what Mr. Perry is going to really do with her character. But to go from light to dark, it was fun, and I showed myself that I'm ready. I'm ready, and to be able to juggle between 2 different shows, that's hard work. But I'm grateful that I had the chance to do so and that people are loving both characters, June and Gina.
Didn't I see you beat up an old lady in a clip? Actually, a legend at that. Didn't you beat up somebody?
I was about to say the legendary Miss Debbie Morgan. Oh, first of all, I was just honored to share a scene with her. And when I read the script, and I had already been watching Beauty in Black, so I knew exactly who I was in the scene with. And I said, oh my gosh, all of my scenes are with Ms. Morgan. I was running around the room just for that. And she was a delight. And guess what? She loves Beyond the Gates. She likes Beyond the Gates. And I was shocked. She came up to me and said, oh, I love your character on Beyond the Gates. I said, don't tell me you watch Beyond the Gates. She said, oh, yes, honey. She said, and I love your character. So she was so sweet, and she enjoyed our scenes together just as much as I did. And so I'm excited for people to see the new season of Beauty in Black, August 27th on Netflix. And it's just really an exciting time.
Give me 1 second. I gotta feed my cat. He is bothering me.
He's up there cutting up. Now, do you live in Atlanta?
No, I live in Seattle, so I'm 3 hours behind y'all. That's why I like to do all the interviews a little like later for you all, because it's just now noon here.
Oh, okay. When I saw you said Eastern time, I said, oh, he must be on the East Coast.
Yeah, no. Some of the cast know that I live over here on the West Coast, so they're like, wait, are we meeting your time, noon, or 3, or my time, noon? And it's like, definitely your time, 3, because my time would be 6 o'clock, and that is way past the time that I want to be doing these.
Yes. Well, let me give you your flowers right quick, because I just adore you and your dedication to Beyond the Gates and your enthusiasm. Like, you know everything. When I need to catch up on something, I come to your blog and I'm like, okay, what is he saying? Let me get caught up right quick.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You've made the whole experience fun. Just seeing how much, all the viewers and supporters, just seeing how enthusiastic everyone is about Beyond the Gates, and they don't play about their Beyond the Gates, and just seeing your dedication and your excitement. I'm excited too. Like, I get to share in that joy with you. So thank you for all that you do.
Of course, that's so kind of you to say. And I've said it before. This is a show that I enjoy, that I get to talk about for fun. And now, I'm partnered with the NAACP. So there you go. I'm getting paid for it. So it's nice. It's nice that this has turned into something very cool, very so many opportunities. I interviewed Mr. Clifton Davis and Brandon at the NAACP National Convention. And that is an opportunity that I wouldn't have had if I didn't just start watching this show, which it's about time. Like, it's about time that we as in Black people had a soap opera specifically catered to us. Because I'm sure you remember, having to wait for the scenes with, Debbie Morgan was on General Hospital, right?
Yes.
Having to wait for the scenes for her, and Victoria Rao as Drusilla, and Renee Jones as Lexi, like having to wait for all those people on all those different soap operas once a week. Maybe you'd see them twice a week. And now we see people who look like us all the time. So I'm glad that I can do my part to support this show.
Yes, thank you. It's all my children.
Oh,
Miss Morgan, yes, it's all my children, yes. And she's a trailblazer. She blazed the trail for all of us to be able to have a Beyond the Gates. And I'm just so really grateful to Sheila Ducksworth and CBS for seeing the value in representing so much diversity on Beyond the Gates.
There really is so much. You've got people who are rich, poor, Black, some white folks, Latino, Asian, gay, straight, young, older. It cuts across all strata, all divisions of society. And It's just nice to see. It's refreshing to see.
Yes.
On
It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing, even behind the scenes. I hope one day you get to come visit the set, because you're if you think it's great what you see on screen, what you're going to see behind the scenes, you're going to be like, well, okay, now they're getting it right across the board.
Well, how nice is it to have people who know how to do your makeup doing your makeup? Like,
it's wonderful. I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, they know exactly the shades. They know exactly how to take us from summer to winter, because our shades change. In the summertime we tan, in the winter the tan goes away. But so they know how to speak to our skin, our hair, our physiques, our different shapes, and it's. I never say anything. I literally come to work, sit in the chair, and close my eyes.
Now, talk to me about these wigs they have you in. I know June's struggling, but come on now. Come on. These shake and bake wigs, take them out of a bag and just throw you under and say, go. We need you to do this. Oh,
you are wrong for that, but
I get it. I get it's a character, but yes, I think that I have been very, very sparse with criticism. But man, those wigs.
Well, okay. In defense, if I may, like you said, June has been struggling.
Yeah.
She's the only one really, not just outside the gates, but like, honey, in the trench.
Under the overpass.
Under the overpass, under the bridge, honey, like for real. Okay, real struggle life. And with Wankia in the hair department, it really has been a journey with June's hair. The other thing too, June is a guest player. So I don't know how much we expected her to be there. Mm-hmm. So we've really been figuring it out as we go, literally. And, they've just been doing the best that they can to make sure we don't make her too glamorous too soon.
Right.
And keep her in that vein of she's trying to figure out who she is. Yeah. Along the way, and in this new life that she has, she's not going to have honey, Joe can't afford,
bust down 26 inches.
Yeah. Joe is barely okay. She just got a place to live. She's just getting by. So her hair should reflect that.
Well, it does. So good on them. Good on the accuracy of them for doing that. But no, I totally get it. We would be shocked if June walked in with a 26-inch bust down with the middle part. It would be like, what? It would take us out of, like, if we saw June with this hair, it would just take us out of the character. And it has to be gradual, and it has to be true to who she is, though. We did laugh early on. You were still homeless, June was, and you were in Orphe jeans, like crying. And someone said, what did they say? She's homeless, but not toothless, because like your teeth are perfect. And I said, and she's got a manicure. But like, again, you are a guest performer, so you're not going to come in, take off your manicure that you just got a week ago. But yeah, I'm not as eagle-eyed as some fans. I feel like someone else pointed that out, and I went back and I'm like, yeah, she does have a manicure, and she has a nice set of teeth for being homeless. But again, suspend disbelief. It's daytime. We can do that.
Yes. This is hilarious, because I saw that. I saw that when someone had literally took a screenshot, zoomed in.
Yes. The internet is relentless. I wish I was creative as some of these people, but no, I just see it and I laugh and I say, man, I wish I thought of that, but I'm going to share it anyway.
Yeah, no, I was on the floor when I saw that. Like, it was so hilarious to me. I was like, okay, y'all don't miss anything. I really think those were just like mistakes. Like, because I remember Stevie, our head of makeup, June had already filmed like literally the first 1, 2, 3 scenes she filmed. And I remember Stevie saying, dang, I should have put something on your teeth. But by that time, we were already rolling. So, sometimes things are not caught, but it's just because it's so much going on. And like I said, June has been a guest player, so I don't think that much attention maybe is paid to some of her nuances, but we make it work.
You make it work, and
Yeah.
and I bet it's not even on purpose. It's just they've got a whole slate of people that they're taking care of every single day, and then hey Jasmine, okay, let's get in the chair, throw on the wig, no, and then get out the door, and then they say, oh, her teeth, she is homeless. Like maybe they shouldn't be as perfect. Maybe we should tell the photographers, camera ops to zoom in just slightly so we don't see her hands until you're counting the Monopoly money, and then we do see your hands. But
yeah.
What has been, I mean, you said it in the very beginning, the depth of your character. You've had like the biggest arc, and I agree with that. The biggest like arc from the bottom to the top. What has been your favorite part of playing June? If you have a favorite, if you have multiple, you can share that as well.
Ooh, it's multiple for sure. One is having the opportunity to give dignity to the unhoused community of the world. Because as I've traveled around the world, even in Japan, where it's, it's supposed to be the cleanest place, and you rarely see homeless, unhoused people, but I saw a few, and that opened my eye. This is before Beyond the Gates, but it opened my eyes. Like, it's really a global issue in every part of the world. Unhousedness doesn't have a color, or it doesn't care nothing about that. It really is a mental health issue. It truly is. And so being able to put a face and a heartbeat to the people in our community around the world who do deserve a second look, a second chance, and empathy, that really has been the greatest honor. It really has. And and the writers have done so to where June is not a trope. She's a real human being with something to say and a heart that feels and needs and wants. So being able to go to those places with her. And then when our supporters come up to me in the grocery store, at the post office, everywhere, daily, I get stopped. It's not a day that goes by that I do not get stopped by a Beyond the Gates supporter. Die hard too. People who watch Beyond the Gates, they're not casual viewers. I mean, this is their jam, okay? It is their happy place. It is their don't disturb me place. My show is on. Like, it's incredible. But when they stop me, it's been a reaction that I haven't had for any character thus far. And it is people, in the past, people, recognize me and recognize my work and tell me, good job. But when they stop me for June, it is a heart to heart. It is a soul moment. It is we hug each other. We hold hands. We cry. Like, people tell me their stories. They tell me the stories of people in their family people that they really love and care about. And they just take my hand and hold it, look me in my eyes, and they say, thank you. We love June. That's our girl. She's telling our story. She's telling my auntie's story, my uncle's story. Thank you for how you portray her. That money can't buy that. No salary can. It's just a different experience that I've had with June, and because she's such a real person and an unusual story that you don't normally get to see, the appreciation is that's really the trophy for me. So I really appreciated that, and getting to show her coming out of that, to show people there's hope. Our unhoused community has hope, even with the addictions and the mental health struggles that they go through, and the abandonment issues and the self-worth issues. There is hope when and if they get to encounter a Naomi, a Jacob, and people who they don't look down on you. They don't look down. They don't see this person that may not smell the best at the moment, that may have dirty clothes, who may be out of their mind and can't get it to. They don't see that. They see the soul. And so being able to play a storyline that shows what can happen when you get somebody in your life that cares about you and sees past all your mess. And now that she's, out of the mess, being able to play that light and joy, because beneath all that dirt and soot is a heart. So getting to show her heart and what that looks like and can be like for everybody that was in her condition. That's that dignity that I spoke about, being able to show that dignity in every human being. That those have been my favorite parts so far.
Yeah, I mean, you said it all. Like, I think you said why her story has resonated with so many people, because we all have someone in our lives, a friend, a family member, I mean, maybe ourselves, who have gone through something, and you really have truly the only storyline that, for all intents and purposes, has wrapped up, right? Now we know that June is actively working at Orphe Jeans. We know she knows everybody's business. So there's going to be, a time whenever she lets them know, oh yeah, Haley and Lynette did X, Y, and Z. I'm just making this up. They don't send me a script, but you know what I mean? Like we're at that point where June is that listening ear, that all-knowing, present person who she couldn't have been whenever we first saw her. So yeah, that is amazing. So what's next for June? Like, we've seen her come out of this. What's next, do you hope?
Well, I don't get an advance notice about, what's coming. When I receive the script and read it, it's on a rolling basis. So I never know what's coming next. And I don't know now. But what I do hope is that she gets a man. Can you get a man, please? Okay.
There was a moment whenever her and Ted were. Yeah, you saw that. We saw.
Yes, we all saw it. Okay, and we were all hoping for it. And when I read it, I said, hold on, are they about to do a little something with me and Ted? And me and Keith talked about it too. We talked about it and we were like, oh, that would be so fun. But, they went another way.
Yeah.
But you never know. It's soap opera. It could come back again. I don't know, but I want her to have love. I want her to have a man, and I want to see what that feels like. I feel it's gonna be a little awkward for her. I mean, she act like she ready, okay? Drew act like she ready for it, but it might throw her off at first. It might be like, "Oh snap, it's happening!" Like, and then it might be a little like cat and mouse, and then we finally get to it, and ooh, and so that's what I hope. I can't wait to have a love interest and play with what that feels like, new love and all that good stuff. And then I heard some predictions. I don't know if it's true, but this, from the fan love, they said now she might end up owning orphanages.
Anything's possible. I was gonna say Samantha and Tyrell's dad.
And that was gonna be my last one. I was gonna hit you with that. I want to know who is my baby's daddy. Like, where has this man been? Like, clearly he left us, abandoned us. Now I don't know if I forced him out or he left or did he die? Oh, I hope not. But I mean, I would have remembered that. I don't know. See, I'm really curious who my baby's daddy is. I had a theory. Now, this is totally wild. Okay. I said maybe Martin really is my baby's daddy.
Okay. I'm down with it. He comes across. I mean, he's actually said that he dated women at first. So
I heard that. So I was like, what if he really is their father? And that would be crazy. Because then, like, what happened?
what happened? Just a crazy night in college. The first night. Yeah.
Yeah, because June is always saying that she used to be like really smart. She used to really know how to do a lot of things. What the things are, I don't know because nobody has told me. Like, I never received a backstory for June, by the way. I don't know her backstory. And I think, maybe that is soap opera. That's how maybe that's how it should be. Like, the person portraying the character should not know everything about what the writers are thinking, because then it keeps me on my toes. So I'm really speculating right now as I talk to you. But like, I didn't receive a backstory. So I don't know where she's from. I don't know what work she did before. I don't know who her baby daddy is. I really don't know. So yeah, I have theories, and I love to hear what all of you have to say, and it keeps me guessing.
Yeah, keeps us all guessing. Well, Jasmine Burke, I can't thank you enough for coming on here. A daytime Emmy nominated actress, Jasmine Burke. That no one can take that from you anymore. Like, no one can take that from you. Like, that is you forever.
Ain't God good?
Ain't he?
Okay, I have to really just give it to God, because I okay, I'm not gonna start crying again. Okay. Okay. It's so big. And I know it is. And it means so much to me, especially for Beyond the Gates and for the role of June. Like this, when I tell you, when you ask how it feels, there aren't words to describe the feeling. Honestly, the feeling is too deep, in a lake of gratitude, in an ocean of gratitude. You know how, like, they say in the ocean, we don't know what the real bottom is because it's so deep and vast, and once you go down so much, all the light cuts out, the oxygen just caves you in, and that's how deep this feeling is.
Relish it. Live in it. Live in this moment. Live for the next umpteenth days. Just live in it. Live in this moment, and October 30th, we'll see. We will see.
We will see. We will see. We have no choice but to see.
Right. We're forced to see. We're forced to see. What an absolute treat talking to Jasmine Burke. I just absolutely love the conversation. So again, thank you, Jasmine, for chatting with me. And thank you for listening right now and hanging in there with me. I know some of you have asked about the NAACP conversation I had with Mr. Clifton Davis and Brandon Claiborne. The NAACP has not gotten me those professional recordings yet, but whenever they do, I will post them, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, I love you for listening.